when C# is not the right choice. As powerful and versatile as C# is, no programming language is the perfect solution for every problem. One of the characteristics of an experienced developer is understanding not only when to use a particular technology, but also when not to use it. C# excels in enterprise environments, Windows desktop applications, cloud services, and game development with Unity. However, there are situations where another language may simply be a better fit. Low-level systems programming. If your goal is to develop operating systems, device drivers, embedded firmware, or software that needs direct access to hardware with extremely tight memory constraints, C# is usually not the ideal choice. Languages such as C and C++ dominate this space because they offer fine-grained control over memory allocation, processor instructions, and hardware interactions. Although C# has become increasingly performant over the years, it still operates within a managed runtime environment designed to prioritize developer productivity and safety. When every byte of memory and every CPU cycle matters, lower-level languages often have the advantage. Extremely resource-constrained embedded devices. The rise of the Internet of Things has brought software into tiny devices with very limited processing power and memory. While .NET has solutions for embedded development, many microcontrollers still rely heavily on C because of its minimal runtime requirements. If you're programming a simple sensor running on a few kilobytes of memory, C# may introduce unnecessary overhead. For these environments, simplicity and efficiency outweigh developer convenience. Native mobile development. Although cross-platform frameworks exist that allow developers to build mobile applications using C#, organizations that require deep integration with the latest platform features sometimes prefer native development. For iOS, that often means Swift. For Android, it means Kotlin. These languages receive immediate access to new operating system capabilities and are often the preferred choice for teams focused exclusively on mobile experiences. Data science and scientific research. C# can perform numerical calculations and data analysis, but it is not the first language that comes to mind in academic research and data science. Python dominates this field because of its enormous ecosystem of libraries for machine learning, statistics, visualization, and scientific computing. Researchers and analysts frequently choose tools that allow them to move quickly from experimentation to insight, and Python has become the industry standard in that domain. Rapid scripting and automation. Sometimes a problem doesn't require a full software application. If you simply need to automate repetitive tasks, manipulate text files, write small utilities, or create quick prototypes, scripting languages can often get the job done faster. Languages such as Python, PowerShell, or JavaScript typically require less setup and allow developers to produce small solutions with minimal overhead. That doesn't mean C# cannot do these tasks. It simply means it may not be the most efficient tool for them. Web front-end development. C# has a strong presence on the server side through ASP.NET, but it is not the dominant language in browser-based front-end development. Modern web interfaces are largely built using JavaScript and its ecosystem, including frameworks such as React, Angular, and Vue. While technologies like Blazor allow developers to bring C# into the browser, the broader front-end community and tooling ecosystem remain centered around JavaScript and TypeScript. The right tool for the right job. None of these examples mean that C# is a poor language, quite the opposite. The fact that C# isn't perfect for everything is actually one of its strengths. It was designed to solve a specific class of problems exceptionally well, building reliable, maintainable, and scalable applications. The best developers understand that programming languages are tools. A carpenter doesn't use a hammer for every task, and a software engineer shouldn't use a favorite language simply because it is familiar. Conclusion. C# is an outstanding choice for enterprise software. Windows desktop development, cloud services, Unity game development, and mission-critical systems in industries such as finance, energy, healthcare, logistics, and government. But if your goal is low-level systems programming, ultra-lightweight embedded development, cutting-edge mobile experiences, data science research, rapid scripting, or browser-first front-end development. Another language may serve you better. Choosing the right technology is not about loyalty to a language. It is about understanding the strengths and limitations of each tool and selecting the one that gives you the greatest chance of success. Ironically, one of the clearest signs that you've truly mastered C# is knowing when not to use it. See you next time.